must be delighted with the performance, but obviously the result as well.
Yeah, I've always come into these games and tried to ensure that players have a calmness in order for us to play well. And yeah, first and foremost, to have a chance of winning, you have to perform. And I thought we performed exceptionally well. I think Alan McGregor's made some outstanding saves on the crossbar. It probably kept the scoreline down a little bit, but it's a huge credit to the players, how we had to defend. Any moments of danger, we were pressing really aggressive and worked our socks off, which you have to do. It's an obligation in the game. And then you've seen the composure we had with the ball in order to stay patient, to move it and create opportunities. So yeah, it was an outstanding win for us, but equally a very, very good performance.
On Olivier and Cham, obviously a great counter-attacking goal, but man of the match, and I imagine Thurl deserved in your eyes his performance today.
Yeah, I thought we had a host of really good players today. I thought Dedrick Beata was outstanding. Anything that comes into the box, defended it. So the back four goalkeeper, very good. Like you say, the team functioned very well. Positions on the pitch was good. But he's a real talent. Olivier, you've seen his power, you see his passing ability, and then his speed to get up on the counter-attack to finish it off. Great goal. He still got to travel 65-70 yards up the pitch, but how he worked the ball, worked the space, and then for him to finish, it was a very good goal.
You see with the celebrations at the end, does this just mean that wee bit more with everything that's happening and going on, going into that international break as well? Is there just a sense that...
No, I think that we do it every game. It doesn't matter who we play. I think it's always clear. We always appreciate the support. Win, lose or draw here. Of course, these games are extra special for the supporters, and I have to congratulate them. I thought the atmosphere was incredible today. It was a real wall of noise that was going around the stadium. So yeah, so they'll be happy, and players are happy, and of course I'm delighted with the performance.
What was your take on the alleged foul in the build-up to the winning goal?
No, I didn't see it as a foul. I thought the ball came out of the box and both of them have come together. There wasn't a lot of contact from both, really. And I think what's most important is the referee. Wally's right on the spot, so he sees it. You still have a lot of work to do when you're breaking away, but how we broke away and got the goal was very impressive.
Stephen's just said there that he thinks the gap is perhaps narrower than last season, and he expects it to be even narrower again come December. What's your take? Do you think the two teams are closer together now for?
I think that, like you will do as a coach and as a manager, you expect as the season goes on for your team to improve. So Stephen will expect his team to be better, and I'll expect my team to be better. But I think what we showed today was as I said, the spirit, which is very clear in the team, but also the quality, and the guys took the opportunity very, very well. But there's no doubt Stephen going in there, he's made a difference to them. As I said, it's a real treacherous period, this period of the season up in Scotland. So he's brought in some good players. You can see the good tactical discipline in the game, and he's done very, very well.
Are you surprised that Alan McGregor remained on the pitch? He's kick out of Chris Araya.
I haven't seen it, so I've got nothing to add to it.
After losing Moose on Friday night, Brendan, was it important to get the result today to kind of look at that?
Yeah, I think it's the sort of whole episode really was disappointing, really. And I'll say a bit on it, and then that'll be it then, because it's obviously been very much one way. I think that, like I say, I had a really close relationship with Musa, enticed him to come to here with a plan going forward, and he was desperate for the move. Of course, we wanted to try and keep him because we didn't have another option, but then there was a line that was overstepped from a behaviour perspective, and I've been in the situations enough times to know whether you can pull it back or not. And like I say, I needed to speak to Moose, and I had a few other senior members of my staff with me, and I just asked him, can you tell the guys and me in the room here that you received promises from me or any member of Celtic And he was very clearly and categorically said no. So once he said that, that was fine then. I says, you can now go, if you can get them out. Because as I said, there's a lot of integrity here within our staff and with our team and how we work. I understand the model here at Celtic, very much about these talents coming in, you develop them and then you move them on. So, but it was, as I said, there was a lot of stuff that was said which was not so nice and ironically not true. So, but listen, Mrs. got his move, he's back, he's happy, deep down I know he's a good boy, he's done great for us here, and I wish him all the very best at Leon.
You're left a striker down though, Brendan. How much of a problem is that for you?
Well, I have to deal with it. I think the bigger picture is always, I always think of that. I think of Celtic, I think of the squad, I think of the spirit within the team. I've got young Ryan Christie, you know, there's opportunities for him now. Like you say, but we're down a striker, but I'll always protect the mentality of the group. And like I say, we've got other young players that can come in and come through. And like I say, I'm looking forward to that coaching element now between now and the end of December, as opposed to talking about transfers.
Brendan, given that was all unfolding on Friday, was this a totally difficult game to prepare for?
No, it was very easy. It was very easy. I think that, like I say, you have to park the stuff that was going on. And like I say, after it all happened, I worked closely with all the players, in particular my senior players, and I pulled them into my office and explained exactly where we were at. And they respected that. And then we walk out of the room and we get on with it. And I think you see in the performance today, you know, the spirit of the team and, as well as that quality. So so it can be an exciting season for us again. And like I say, we deserve a rest now. Some of the players will be international duty, but we'll come back and really look to push on between now and Christmas.
Brendan, you said you didn't have cover for Moussa Dembele to get someone in. Do you feel let down by the board, and will you be having a chat with them over things that you maybe thought were promises in your side?
No, I didn't want to go down all that route again. You know, it was very clear it should have been a simple summer for us in terms of getting in 3, maximum 4 players that we wanted. It didn't happen. Okay, we've got some other players in, good players that'll come in and help us. We'll have a review like we always do, so it's nothing new. We'll sit and we'll look at it, and then we'll push on with the rest of the season.
There's obviously been uncertainty and speculation about Boyata and Cham. Do their performances today give you hope and encouragement that you can move forward and put that episode and the uncertainty behind you?
Yeah, I think again that's management. That's your job. You know, you can't let these things drift. You know, there was interest in big interest in Olivier, and obviously with Dedrick as well. But again, you sit down, you talk with the players, you look at the pathway forward for them. I'm sure, you know, that they're going to leave at some point, but then you have to be able to put them in a mindset that so that they see that this is still an opportunity for them, and then they will move on in the future. So I think you've seen both players' performance. Dedrick Boyata was, you know, he was outstanding today, and that's a shame for us in the Champions League. You know, however, it's gone. He was great today, and he'll help us for the rest of the season. And Olivier was first class.
Was it a concern at all, Brendan, going into a game as important as this, that you know the Dembele situation didn't affect the spirit? You've talked a lot about the spirit, but he's got friends in there, there are alliances he's formed. Does it become a concern as the manager? Am I going to be able to bring this back together?
Yeah, it can be, Keith. I think I think the communication is important. You know, with the players, there's only 3 things I promised them, and I said it in the first day I come in, and I said to every new player, my communication is open. That's the first point. I'm never going to tell you something in 6 months that I can tell you now. Whether you want to hear it or not is entirely up to you. In the modern game now, sometimes pride can get hurt, but my communication is always open. I'll always guarantee them and promise them quality in the work. I think hopefully they'll develop as individual players. And the third thing, I'm fiercely ambitious. I'm ambitious for the club to have success, and I'm ambitious for them. Their careers are short, so I want to help them. Apart from that, I can't promise them anything. They need a different manager. But those three things I can guarantee. So it's the case, like I say, of managing that. It's a difficult situation, it's a delicate one. But like you say, you have to communicate, and very quickly we pull in the players, they understand how we want to develop. And like I say, you see in the performance today how the intensity and the quality of the work. So now we can move on.
Is it about turning a situation like that into your advantage almost? You can use it as a shot in the arm to help galvanise?
Yeah, absolutely. It's I've always seen, like I say, these type of games as opportunities, you know, and the players took the opportunity very well.
Okay.
Great. Enjoy how hot is it in here?
The disruption of this past week and the dominance in this derby game, probably the most dominant derby game you've had since you've been manager, did that show the mentality of the players?
Yeah, I think it showed the togetherness, and like you say, it was a very good performance, and but I expect us to improve. You know, we've got a couple of other players in that'll help the squad, and like you say, I think what we've seen the identity of the team today under big pressure, like we've seen in other games, whether it's been Ibrox or Hampden, whatever, and I think that's shone through there, the quality of the football and the spirit of the team. So very happy with the result, of course. Now I'll have a break for a little while and we'll be back again in a few weeks.